Hello, friends of Today All Day. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Hope yours was. You're watching our little digital show. It's called Today in 30, and we've got a lot to cover, so let's get started.
Yeah, and only 30 minutes to do it. First, we're going to start with this breaking news. We're continuing to cover Miami and the painstaking search and rescue operation. It's entering day 5. We're going to have the latest and new information now about a years-old warning about structural damage of the site.
Also, Hoda's going to stop by from St. Louis, where the U.S. Olympic women's gymnastics team was just revealed, led, of course, by Simone Biles. And right after they were selected, Hoda sat down with the entire group to talk about reaching their dreams and the quest for gold.
It's hard to know who's more excited. I mean, she's fired up. And since Hoda's on assignment, guess what?
What?
I got to hang with Jenna on the 4th hour, and we caught up with Megan.
Oh, wow. You ready, SG?
Oh, I'm ready.
It's time.
Today
in 30.
Let's get started with NBC's Morgan Chesky. Morgan, good morning to you.
Yeah, Savannah, Craig, good morning. And that report showed significant issues with the construction of Champlain Tower South. And while repairs were being made, many fear it was too little, too late. Now, overnight here at the scene, rescue crews staying busy, using a trench dug over the weekend to go deeper inside that rubble, searching for any signs of life.
Here in Surfside, a desperate race against time.
We are 100% in rescue mode. We are actively searching for live victims.
The Army Corps of Engineers joining an international team of search and rescue workers, all with a singular focus, getting deeper inside the massive pile of debris.
We don't have a resource problem. We just have a time problem. We have a weather problem, and we had a fire problem, but thank God I think that is abated.
Maggie Castro of Florida's Division of Emergency Management says they're working with incredible care in case of a miracle.
It's extremely delicate because if there are any potential void spaces, those are the spaces that we look for that could potentially hold a live victim.
Of the 9 confirmed victims, 8 have been identified. Pictures of the 152 still missing lining nearby blocks. The reason behind the terrifying collapse is still unknown. But a newly surfaced engineering report from 2018 warned there was evidence of major structural damage at the condo, including abundant cracking in concrete columns, beams, and walls below the pool deck and entrance drive. As for residents who live in remaining parts of the complex, FEMA's partnering with the Red Cross to offer temporary housing, as both town and county inspectors assess the building's safety. The mayor urging caution.
You know, residents have asked me how I feel about it, and I'm not able to tell them that I think the building is safe.
Miami-Dade County officials are now inspecting every building 40 years or older under its jurisdiction.
This, as far as we know and hope, is an anomaly, but the investigation is going to be ongoing.
Morgan, it just breaks your heart, and I know there's still so much hope for those families. They're trying to just cling to the belief that maybe some of those loved ones could be found.
Yeah, Savannah, you're absolutely right, and a tough reality is starting to sink in. At the Family Assistance Center just up the road from where I'm standing, families are getting multiple updates each and every day. They're pressing authorities here to go faster in this search, but they are well aware that this is an incredibly precarious situation. They're holding out hope right now, but know that their biggest enemy here isn't resources on the ground, but time. Savannah?
And the difficulty of that task. Morgan, thank you very much.
Oh, hey, Today in 30. Good to see you. Hey, guess what? I'm going to have a really cool interview with Team USA. They're getting selected as we speak, and as soon as they get picked, guess who gets to sit down with them? Me! Watch Today in 30. Hey, nice talking to you.
We're back now. 25 days to go until the opening ceremony of the Tokyo Olympics.
I have to say, I love Olympic Hoda.
Yeah.
Out of the studio, sweatshirt. She's so pumped up. She's getting me pumped up for Tokyo. She's also going to help us meet 6 remarkable athletes who just made their Olympic dreams a reality.
She's even wearing the uniform.
I know.
The U.S. women's gymnastics team was selected in St. Louis late last night, and after they revealed who else would they sit with first, our Hoda.
Oh.
Of course.
SG, guys, it was so much fun. If you weren't pumped for the Olympics yesterday, you are today. The energy in the dome behind me was electric. You could literally feel it. It was packed. 21,000 strong in the audience. They were cheering, they were screaming, they were doing the wave, and there is some serious star power on this team, okay? We all know and we all love Simone Biles, okay? She's going to be joined by 5 other phenomenal athletes who are ready for Tokyo, and you're going to want to know these names. Here we go. Are you ready? Simone, Michaela, Jordan, Suni, Jade, and Grace.
Let's hear it for your women's gymnastics team, USA!
It's the moment that changed their lives forever. Meet the 6 stars who will shine bright for Team USA in Tokyo. Raise your hand if you're freaking out. Simone, you too?
Yeah, I mean, it's so real. It's been a long journey.
Simone Biles.
There's one the world already knows very well, Simone Biles.
Spectacular.
The greatest of all time, ready to add more medals to her collection.
Wow.
An alternate for the Rio Games, Michaela Skinner will finally have her time on the Olympic stage.
This is wild.
18-year-old Suni Lee is ready to make her mark too.
She's a rock star.
20-year-old Jordan Childs, named after basketball legend Michael Jordan, now proving that she is a force to be reckoned with.
Nice technique.
2 more new faces who will now be household names, Grace McCullum and Jade Carey.
A ton of difficulty.
All ready to go for gold in Tokyo. But it was an emotional road to get here. Simone, I know you, and I've known you for a long time, and I love you dearly and deeply. When I see your emotions on display, I feel you.
Yeah.
Just describe how you're feeling this time around.
A little bit more tired this time around. I'm a little bit older, so I get tired quicker. But I was really happy, but I was just sad because everybody came out here to watch us, and I didn't give them my best performance.
Not her best, but still the best. And while the crowd celebrated her with a standing ovation, it was Simone who turned around and cheered on her teammate and friend, Jordan Childs. Jordan.
Yes.
You're going to the Olympic Games. You, my friend, are an Olympian. Simone Biles wrapped her arms around you in that moment. Tell me what it felt like to know you made that team.
It was honestly the most amazing feeling in my life. Having her by my side 24/7 and giving me encouraging words every day definitely helped, and it was very motivational.
Y'all are cute. Biles and Childs. Michaela, this dream, some dreams take a long time. Some happen overnight, and some take a while, but as they always say, your dream is right on time.
Mm-hmm.
So as you venture out and you realize that you're about to step into a big dream, how will you sleep tonight? What will you be thinking about?
I don't think I'll be sleeping. Even after last Olympics, kind of being so close to it, I'm really glad that I never gave up my dream and I kept going.
You had a tough year, boy. I mean, I know that you went through a lot. I know you had COVID. I know you were hospitalized. I know that you wondered, am I ever going to get back to my performing best? Mm-hmm. Look at you.
I know. I survived.
Who's the oldest one? Is it Simone or is it you?
It's me.
Wait.
Michaela's me beat by 3 months.
Yeah.
So you're both 24. You're 3 months older. Mm-hmm. So you no longer have the elder statesman title. Grandma has gone over there.
I feel like we both share. It's like 50-50.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, you all do kind of care for the other members of your team.
Yeah, of course.
And what do you get out of that, Simone?
We get our youth back. I mean, they keep us going, especially in those workouts in the gym. And we've had such hard times, but seeing the younger ones come up, it's been motivational.
What freaks me out about watching you guys, and literally I was binge eating while you all were competing, but it just struck me, you guys, that you practice since you're a child, and it comes down to 30 seconds, 1 minute. So, Grace, describe that feeling.
Yeah, I think you just have to remember I've done 1,000 of these routines in the gym, so you just have to trust yourself and trust your gymnastics and that you know what you're doing.
For Suni, this isn't only her dream come true, but her dad's. Her biggest fan has faced his own challenges. Just 2 years ago, an accident left him paralyzed. I wasn't sure if I was more emotional watching you or watching your dad up there.
Yeah.
Did you feel him?
I did. It took me a minute to realize that I was going to the Olympics, but I looked up there and I knew that he was very emotional, and so was the rest of my family.
Well, I loved in one of your interviews you said you didn't describe it as your dream, you said it was our dream.
This has been our dream for the longest, basically since I was a baby. He's been by my side through everything, so to have him here at the Olympic trials with me is something that was so amazing.
Just the dismount.
Come on, Jade.
Very nice.
Jade's going to the Olympics. Oh my gosh, has that just sunk in? I mean, your dad's coaching you. You're going to the Olympic Games.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm really glad that I have my dad to share it with.
That is true. So your dad's going to be, is that your dad the only parent who's going to be there? Yeah, right, because he's coaching.
So.
Yeah. Well, your dad's going to have to share and help out with everybody. I feel like there's a lightness with you guys that I remember it in Rio, but it feels even a little lighter. Like, I don't know, it's like everyone seems to really want to have fun.
So it's kind of been fun to see that more.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just really enjoying our gymnastics.
You guys, we are going to be cheering you on. You may not have your moms and your dads and your friends, but you'll have us.
We have Hoda.
Oh, they're going to have all of us, you guys. They are on fire. I can't tell you how emotional and beautiful it was. You saw Simone have that stumble on the beam, and she got very emotional afterwards. She says all of her emotions are heightened, but she came back. She did a great job. So we're pumped, man. We're ready for Tokyo.
Yes, we are.
Pumping us up, Hoda. You should go speak to every American team that's going to compete in Tokyo and just give them like a hype speech.
Oh, Carson, they are so ready for us. And I have to tell you, listening to that crowd scream, they were doing the wave like it was insane in there. It was like being at a rock concert, Carson. So I think it's going to be different there. They're going to be relying on each other. But I said, man, they got Team NBC. They got nothing to worry about. We'll be there with them.
I mean, the one-woman cheerleading section known as Hoda Kotb will get everyone a gold medal. Hoda, awesome job. Come on home. We love it.
Love y'all.
All right.
Bye, okay, see you guys. Thanks.
Yep. Hey, today in 30, I'm Tom Llamas, and my favorite thing about the Miss Angela film was, of course, the music and the story. It is so personal and so special. I hope you guys really enjoy watching this. I know we loved it. I watched it with my family and my kids, and we all learned so much. So, today in 30, check it out, Miss Angela.
When you want to do something, you don't have to think in how old are you. Do it.
94-year-old Angela Alvarez is still living an incredible life. One that's taken her from Camagüey, Cuba, to Baton Rouge, and now Hollywood.
I dance with the boom, and then I put the boom like this, and I make exercise. Then I feel that I could be famous, but my father say no.
For more than 75 years, this great-grandmother has been singing and composing songs. Traditional Cuban music, personal, powerful, and until now, private.
Music is such a big part of our culture, and it was a big part of your family as well.
Nana's been singing to us since we were kids. Every chance she had to grab a guitar, she would sing to us. I began to get curious about these songs that she was singing. And one day I called her up and I said, I want you to sing me the songs that you composed and what they're about. And she walks out with these notebooks out of her room. There was like more than 40 songs. And these songs were like a diary of her life.
That musical diary, the basis of the new documentary, Miss Angela, narrated by Andy Garcia.
Andy, Angela's story very much is a story of so many Cuban Americans across this country. What was the hook for you that said, I have to do this?
When I heard her music, I was so moved by it. I was moved by her story, and that was it.
Angela's story began as a little girl, growing up in Cuba, writing her songs in secret, eventually getting married and starting a family. But in the 1960s, life took a turn after the Cuban Revolution. She made the painful decision to send her 4 kids to the United States as part of Operation Pedro Pan, the mass exodus of 14,000 unaccompanied Cuban children fleeing communist oppression. Angela eventually left Cuba for the U.S., reuniting with her family after 5 long years of separation.
Was it difficult to make this movie?
No. It was very easy for me because I wanted that people know what happened.
The anguish she experienced, the love she felt, her life in exile, all of it written down in song, strummed on her guitar.
What do you think it is about Cuban music that almost hypnotizes people?
It's the very heartbeat of who we are, you know. And also for us exiles, it's a little something to ease the pain, you know. Sometimes you can't be where you want to be for many reasons, but you can build your culture and preserve it. And music does that. Music, you know, helps you find solace in the place that you left behind.
And for Angela, the dream that started in Cuba never died.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in finally making a teenage girl's dreams come true.
Angela found her way to the stage, performing at the historic Avalon in Los Angeles, sharing her music for the first time in a major way.
I pinched me many times, Angela, that's true, are you dreaming? And it was a real dream, yes. Made me feel very happy.
Now, Carlos is making sure his grandmother's music and legacy lives on, recording Angela's debut album with a lineup of Grammy Award-winning musicians.
Was it difficult to actually produce an album with your grandmother?
It was probably the most fulfilling and gratifying experience of my life and my career.
So Angela, what do you think your father and your husband would think that you now have a movie and an album coming out?
Well, if they was here, I know they feel proud of me.
Megan Fox has been on the Hollywood scene for 2 decades, but her first big break was in the 2007 and the blockbuster hit Transformers.
All right, but since then, she has gone on to star in comedies, dramas, and horror films like the 2009 movie Jennifer's Body. Well, now Megan is returning to the Fright Fest with a new movie. It's called Till Death.
It's so scary.
Megan, we're scared already.
Oh, no. Sorry about that.
No, we're into it.
Before we get to the movie, I hear you're a big reader, like Jenna. Do you belong to the Jenna Book Club?
You could be a member.
I could be a member. I do prefer to read over any other form of like entertainment. I don't watch a lot of television or never on my phone. So I do sort of get consumed with books. What's your favorite book, Jenna?
Well, that's a hard one, but I just recommended today. There's this great book called Hell of a Book. We saw one of your children running in the background, so I'm sorry that this is the title, but it's so brilliant. I'll send you a copy if you're interested. It's by Jason Mott. It's really good.
Great.
Okay,
Yeah.
First of all, where are you? We see a lot of pillows, some clothes. What's going on here?
And we saw a little kid trying to be sneaky, thinking they were out of the
Crawling
shot.
in the background.
Yeah, here comes another one right now. Wait, there he goes.
There we go.
Yes. Journey, you gotta crawl. You gotta crawl.
Hi.
They just woke up. It's what is it, 7:30 here? So they woke up a few minutes ago, and it just is what it is. Like,
yeah,
was how to make it work. But I'm in the house that we're staying in for right now. This is the living room area, and they all fell asleep on the couch last night watching a movie.
But
So they
not
just
your
woke up.
movie, because Till Death, let me tell you, we watched the trailer.
Yes.
We were terrified.
I had nightmares.
Do you love the horror genre? Oh my gosh, look, oh, sorry, your baby's going by again. There he goes.
Do I prefer the horror genre?
Yeah, do you
Was that
like
the he's gonna crawl over on the side.
We can't help.
I do prefer not just straight. There's 3 of them, so you're gonna see like all different.
We love it.
I prefer like a comedy infused with the thriller element or the horror element. That's what Jennifer's Body was. That would probably be the blueprint for me of my favorite projects thus far. And this movie is a psychological thriller, and there are some horror elements, but I also think it's hilarious. I don't know if everyone else will agree, but when I read the script, I was like, God, this is a really funny premise. But it is kind of dark, I guess. I do prefer those movies, though.
Yeah, so it is about a marriage gone wrong, but you are in a relationship, a successful one that is all over the place. I feel like every day we open the paper to see a headline. How do you deal with that? Is that cool with you, or what is that like?
It's not preferable that everything you do is a news headline or that people know sort of every time you leave your house. But so far, so good. And life is just a series of moments. So I'm just trying to really enjoy this moment and live in it and be happy with it.
Well, you
very
guys
grateful.
are quite beautiful to photograph. You
I know,
kind
I
of
think
can't
that's
blame
it.
those photographers. They got to snap those shots.
That Saturday Night Live look. I mean, by the way, there's another baby crawling in the background.
Oh, wait, we just got another one.
We're trying to stay focused, but we can't help it. Okay, what is it like being a mommy to these little babes? Are you having so much fun?
I am. I mean, I wish there was like a way, I'm sure a lot of moms feel this way, where you could just every once in a while for a day, like put them all back at like that 2-3-year-old period, because it's hard to watch them grow up so quickly. That is something I actually really struggle with that a lot. I cry about it all the time because they grow up so fast, and my phone will send me pictures of them when they were younger, and it's hard to look at. It's painful to love something so much. But I have 3 boys. They are hilarious. They don't listen to me at all. So
Same, C's. It's so funny, Megan, because I do, like, I'll have like a long, exhausting day with my kids, and then I get in bed, I'm like, ugh. And then I start looking at their baby pictures. And my husband's like, are you insane? Like, now you're looking at their baby pictures, but it's so sweet, it is so precious.
Yes.
And it goes so fast. I get it.
I also feel like no matter how engaged you are or how hard you were trying at the time, you always look back and you're like, I could have been more present, or I hope I was grateful for this while I was in that moment, because I'll never get that moment back. Like this.
This moment right here.
Amazing moment.
Luckily, we can just send you this on video, and you can see your babes crawling in the background. Megan,
I love how they think they're sneaky. We see you.
We see you. Thank you, Megan.
Well, we hope you'll be back with us tomorrow on Today. We've got a really special moment. A couple whose 50th anniversary had to be postponed because of the pandemic. Well, they're going to renew their wedding vows live on our plaza.
Wow. Have a great day. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow, right here on Today.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.